Hi, Mom. This time we're going to do some guitar finger exercises. The first one I want to share are some exercises that classical guitar player Sebastian showed me. And they've been very helpful. They were very difficult to get at first, and I still don't have them all completely, but they help tremendously with your finger dexterity. And I'll show you a little bit of what's going on first and then go into it a little bit more detail. And he called it the cross X, and it goes something like this. See, messed it up. It's hard. But it helps with your dexterity. And when I play a little bit of guitar, I practice and do my little exercises of a day, or whenever I get to it, I try to get a little bit of finger exercise in there. It helps to keep your finger muscle memory going. So the way this one works is it's a cross X pattern, and you want to hit your sixth string at the first fret. Then you want to hit your second string, or your fifth string at the second fret, then the fourth string at the third fret, then the third string at the fourth fret. So you're going. Then you switch it around, come back with your index finger on the third string at the first fret, and it makes an X. See the X? Back down with your index finger. Once you get your X, the idea is to move it down to the next string. So that makes your X. Then the idea is to walk it back up. So you can see it's hard to do. I'm still working on it myself, but it took. I got that trick from Sebastian last year in January, and I couldn't do it at all at first, and over playing with it a little bit, I've got that far. So as you play with it, you'll advance with it. Um, it's a fun exercise. The next exercise is just a simple ascending and descending exercise, which is you're just simply walking each finger, each fret. These exercises help to get your fingers nimbled up and to get get your fingers used to playing a finger per fret, so that each finger is associated with a fret. It's actually a quite genius exercise and method. It wakes your fingers up, and it helps them to have a memory of what they're supposed to do and where. I currently only do that with my finger on the left hand and a single finger. Another guitar teacher of mine, Johnny Thompson, suggested that while you play the ascending and the descending clip, that you should use the corresponding finger that you're fretting with on this hand. If I'm fretting with my index finger, I should pick with my index finger. And then when I'm playing my middle finger, I should pick with my middle finger. So that would go something like this. That's even more difficult to do yet, and I have yet to get proficient at doing that, but I keep hammering away on it. The whole thing with the guitar is it takes time, and you get a little bit at a time, and over a period of a year or 2 years you start to see some progress, and it's really rewarding. So the whole thing is to stick with it. Even if it doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere, just stay with it and you will eventually get it. So those are 2 exercises. The next exercise that I'd like to show you came from a fellow that works at Willcut Guitar here in Lexington. It's a really nice guitar store, and he showed me the spider. And the spider is different altogether, and it does great, wonderful, torturous things to your fingers, but it's very good at getting your 2 little fingers that happen to be very lazy and uncoordinated. This exercise helps get them in tune. And the way that you do that is you can use your index finger and your middle finger. You want them to stay stationary, and just pick a fret. I usually go to, doesn't matter really where you go, but you want to anchor them onto the guitar somewhere. Just anchor them in a line like that. And with the spider, what you want to do is crawl up the frets The idea of anchoring these 2 fingers forces your 2 little fingers to contort around . That's a wonderful exercise. It really makes your fingers hurt to do it, and your fingers are unaccustomed to doing that, but it really hammers them in shape. It does wonders for limbering up your hands, limbering up your fingers, and giving these 2 fingers a little bit more skill and dexterity. It will help your overall playing. And again, I do it a little bit every time. When I first was shown that exercise, I could not do it at all. It took me weeks just to force my hands to crawl that pattern. But after a period of weeks and months, I got to the point where I am now. Which is pretty pathetic, but as time goes by, it'll just get better and better and better till I can whip right through it. And so those are a series of exercises that will help get your fingers in line and in shape for playing your chords, your bar chords, and moving along, and that'll help you out. Alrighty, till next time.